Hello everyone. In this video I will show you how to create a layout title block. So Allplan already have pre-existing title blocks which you can find in the setup page under label. Here we can choose in a variety of different preset title blocks, for example. And as you can see, there are some information that are always the same, like project, client, scale, who drew it. So it is easy to set up the attributes which will shown up on every title block in every layout that you're gonna make for that project. But most of the companies have their own title blocks, title block design. So for this case, I'll show you how to create your own title block. So first what you need to do is create just a normal 2D drawing of a title block element with few rows, columns. So this is basically just 2D lines and couple of fills. And the next step is we're gonna put in some text. So this is just a normal text. Which you put in the Allplan. You can change the standard text height, make it bold, change whatever you need to. So we place the text, let's call it the title of the separate section of the block. And we fill up everything else. So once I fill in everything, my title block looks like this. And the text that I put in here will be shown in the title block always the same. That's a fixed text which is not going to be changing. Now for the next part we want to put in some attributes. That's the text which will change with every project or even every different layout. We switch to the user-defined objects and we find the label style icon. In the label style we click the attribute button and we'll start searching among all these different categories, or we can use the search button. So I have a project name which I'll put in down here. Again, I can change the text height, aspect and different kind of a font. Now the interesting thing is format. In here I can choose how long my text can be. At the moment there can only be 16 letters, but I can switch it to 30 letters. One more thing, it is very wise to have the adjust button off. So don't have it on, it should be off, otherwise it will change every time with the scale that you're gonna want to put in. Once I put it in, I have the project name attribute, which will follow the actual project name, which is Allplan test drive. And like I mentioned before, if I want to have a longer name, I can choose to format more bigger text. We can also put some other information in. For example, we can choose the layout user attribute. This means this text is going to be set up for every layout separately. Again, this text is too long, so make it shorter. And maybe this will be just a description, so I'll make font slightly smaller. And the same goes with everything else. Plus I can add the image. For example, in the designed, I can put the logo of a company. In the index box up here, we will have an index of changes in the drawing, and for that one we need to know that with every change it needs to follow with the new text, with the new rule. So for the first one I will use SX special index 1. For the second one I can change it to 2. 3, and so on. I'll do exactly the same with the index created by and with the index node. So once I have all the attributes in like I want to, the next step is to save the label in the library. For that I'm using the define foil button, select everything, and then I put the reference point, which will be my lower right corner. Now this next step is very important. Allplan has a setup that can save the labels for the title block under the subfolder number 7 and 8. So the title block needs to be saved under 7 or 8. Then all you have to do is create new block and press OK. Now I move to the layout, and first of all I will remove the previous title block and add the new one. Under the office or private or project, I will find this new block 3 that I just created, and I paste it in. So where to find the window, how to place all the information in the title block? There are a few different ways. The first one, it's in the layout itself, layout and project attributes. In here I can choose the layouts which I want to add the attributes in. So for example, I can also have a layout without the attributes. All I have to do is click it out from here. And in here I can find the same attributes and many more that I've already placed in my title block, and I put them in. The layout name can be changed directly in the layout basic specific window. Just type in different name and confirm, and when it updates I can see changes made in the title head. The same thing I can find also when I'm creating new project under the properties and assign attributes. I'll come basically to the same window, but this one is for the whole project. So the difference between the one that I showed you before is with that one you can control for which layout you are putting the attributes in. Another and third option how to do that, it's hiding under the project pilot. For this one you can control the information and the attributes that you want to put in the title block for all the projects. So all you have to do is right click on it, go to the properties and attributes, and again here you have all the attribute values which you can put in. So that's for the general overview, and that's for the information that are being put into every title block. But for the information that you want to put just in this separate layout, what you need to do is go to the open the project specific basic window, click with the right mouse button on the layout that you want to add some attributes and click properties. In here I can set up the name of the person who created this layout, when it was created, who checked it, I can change the scale, layout format, and so on. And also I have an index table which controls the index block on the top, and for every change I can set up who created it, when was it changed, and what exactly was changed, like a small description. You can of course also put some other notes in it, but for this example I only used those 3 index points. So again you do the same with the index B. You can change the name who created it, you change the date, and add new description like posted there. Furthermore, I can just create a new index and add some more information regarding the title block and the changes. And it appeared here. Once you have the layout set up like that, you can always go and copy it to the next one, and all the information that you put in will copy along with the title block. So now my name is the name of the layout is floor plan 2, which changed down here, and also the layout number changed along. Everything else is pretty much like I set it up before. So this is how easy it is to create a layout title block in Allplan, which will fit your customized company standards. Thank you.